I'm going to open the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Carol has double duty tonight, so. Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Present.
Greg Miller,
Present.
Jim Skinner.
Present.
Okay, we have the minutes from the January 12th, 2026 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion we accept the minutes of the Board of Works for January 12, 2026.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, the minutes pass. Next, we have the claims from the clerk treasurer's office.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the claims as presented.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, did we have any public comments? Did anybody see?
I.
That's okay. Is anybody here
I
for?
didn't see anyone.
Okay. I thought someone was going to be here tonight for the meeting, but okay. Next, we have the department reports. Chief Stidham, what do you have for us tonight?
All right, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hope
Hello.
everybody's staying warm. Obviously, I have a couple things that's on the agenda. First thing is our SOGs. Did you guys get a chance to look over those?
I did.
So I just want to
I
kind of get
brought 'em.
approval to put those into, in place and kind of get in the meetings that we're going to approve those.
Okay, and then once we approve those, you'll make sure the department's aware
Yep.
of any
We already
changes.
kind of started going through everything and kind of working on them as crews. Not everybody's been through them yet, but we're getting them all put in binders so we can get them off
Okay.
to everybody.
And with our conversation, as I understand it, this is kind of a fluid
Yeah,
um,
yes.
situation here that as everybody looks through those and you have the option to get input for that and
Yep.
change any of those as needed. So.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that obviously Greg and I did talk about a little bit, but one of the things that was important to me was making sure the department has the same amount of buy-in on this as well. There's a lot of policies in here that's new that we haven't had before. Some unwritten rules, that we've always said, well, we need to do this, but it's never been actually on paper. So what we wanted to do is really put it together so that way we could kind of go through it over the next 6 or 8 months as a department, not just as an admin, but actually as a department, and everybody go through them. So that way, if there's questions that come up, especially with the younger generational firefighters that we have now, if there's questions come up or things that they don't understand, maybe they can help. We can all work together and kind of clarify everything. But we're going to go through every policy. Probably every week, we'll start going through every single policy and kind of divvying it up between everybody.
After going through there are quite a few of them that are added to and some that have changed. So I think it's a great idea that you go through it as a department. So, and with that, I'll make a motion that we approve the standard operating guidelines as presented by Chief Stidham.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets,
Aye.
Greg Miller,
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, you have an approval on this.
Perfect. Next thing we want to do is a little presentation here on a couple
Okay.
awards for a couple of our firefighters. I'm going to let our EMS guy come up here, and I'm going to let him do his little speech and his little presentation for it.
Okay,
Okay? Come on
Thank
up,
you.
Logan.
hello.
So on October 23rd, 2025, at approximately 6:55 a.m., Squad 1 was dispatched as well as Clinton County EMS to the 400 block of East Armstrong Road for a woman in active labor. Squad 1 responded immediately to the scene. Upon arrival, crew gathered their equipment bags, quickly made their way to the patient. Squad 1 personnel immediately assessed the scene and started to provide care. Clinton County EMS arrived shortly after and took over patient care. Squad 1 personnel remained on the scene to assist Clinton County EMS in delivering of the baby. EMS transported both mother and the baby, and Squad 1 returned to service. So I would first like to give recognition to the mother of the child that was born that day. With her determination and toughness, none of this would have been possible, so all hearts out to her. I would also like to recognize two firefighters, Griffin Harris and Eddie Morales, for their incredible composure, compassion, and preparedness during the high-stress incident. So every day these men come to work, they never know what the next call may lead to. In this case, this call came during a shift change. The crew had to make sure they had all of their gear, confirm the address, and drive just a few short blocks, all while preparing for a call that is rare to see in the pre-hospital setting. There's a lot to process during a call like this, and these two men did so with incredible demeanor and calmness, which creates a more comfortable environment for everyone involved. Both Griffin and Eddie are newer EMTs. They have shown true passion for the public service. They have consistently asked in-depth questions and over a broad range of topics, which have led to some really engaging discussion for all members of the department. They take immense pride in their careers, and they are always looking for ways to expand their knowledge and their skills. These two are an excellent example of the staff that we have at the Frankfort Fire Department. So what the Clinton County or the EMS Commission does is they award stork pins for baby deliveries. And these two guys have earned their stork pins courtesy of Mike Braun and the EMS Commission. So I'd like to congratulate these two on becoming members of the Stork Club.
Thank you to
Thank
both
you.
of you.
wanna get a
That's
picture?
great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Be in here with us too.
Right here. Ready? Okay. Congratulations. Really proud of you. These are some of our younger guys
Yes,
too.
Very, very young.
I'm
not counting her.
That's great though. Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Get everything. Okay. I guess that's all that Matt had. Parks Department. Ryan
Afternoon,
Edgar.
everybody.
Hi.
So first thing I got for you guys is Tammy Kroger with Healthy Communities of Clinton County is wanting Prairie Creek Park on May 9th from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for the annual 5K for mental health, and they're wanting their fee waived. Looking for approval for that.
And that's an annual event that they have.
It
the
is, yes.
Stepping on Stigma.
Yeah. It doesn't say that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we accept the application for Healthy Communities of Clinton County for Prairie Creek Park for May the 9th from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for the annual 5K for mental health, and the fees be waived for that.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that's approved.
All
Thank
righty.
you.
And the next one is Mayor Sheets, Judy Sheets. She is wanting Prairie Creek Neighborhood Center on June 5th, 2026 from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. for a graduation party. And just looking for approval on that.
Mayor, I'll make a recommendation. We approve that request.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'll second that.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye. Thank
Congratulations.
you. Well, thank you.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. Okay, I guess we're ready to you already.
Alrighty. I've got a couple of things. The first thing is letters for adjacent landowners. We had discussed this a while back for the 455 East Washington Street property. That was a property that was considered for donation for Habitat for Humanity, but it wasn't dimensionally appropriate for that. And so you had asked me to go ahead and start the process of seeing if any adjoining landowners wanted to purchase it. So I have some letters there that I am proposing to send to those landowners, but I wanted to get your approval before I did that.
So we'll just need a motion to approve.
Yeah.
You sending those out?
I'll make a motion that we approve the notice of intent to sell letters that presented this evening.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, so we'll go and have you take care of
Perfect.
that. Thank you.
And then the next thing is on 308 North Main Street. A couple of weeks ago, I came to you with a request from the Redevelopment Commission. They had wanted to try to get this, they wanted to purchase this building. It's falling down, and so they had asked for you all to kind of stay demolition action or anything like that. My understanding, I heard from the attorney that represents one of the owners, and it is looking like it's going to be sold. So they had asked if we would continue to stay demolition action in order to see if it could be sold to not the Redevelopment Commission, but a third-party purchaser, and see if they give them some time to purchase it and then perhaps rehabilitate it or demolish it on their own. I didn't know what your pleasure was. I told them that I would bring it to you and we could see from there.
Can we put a time limit?
I mean, we could put a time limit on it if you wanted to. Yeah. They didn't ask for any specific amount of time, but they just said that they were in the process of getting that sold. And I don't know when it's going to be sold. I don't know when the closing date is.
Is there any type of a procedure to go through to, I mean, we won't know if that building's sold, if it's going to be, if it's not able to be remodeled or rebuilt. Is there any course of action that we have to be sure that that is in the best interest of the city?
Well, if they don't make repairs, we can go ahead with the demolition action that we were going to do. It would just be a different owner. So we would just notice them and they would have an opportunity to fix it just like the prior owner had. So, it's kind of a wait and see sort of approach would be what I would recommend in this case. See if it gets sold. And then if it does get sold, give them a little bit of time to see if they're going to do anything with it. But at a certain point, we can move forward with demolition just like we planned. They just asked not to do it while they're in the middle of trying to get it sold because they wanted to, they didn't want that to interfere with the sale. I don't know if the new purchaser, I don't know who they are, and I don't know whether or not they're planning to demolish it or fix it or anything like that. So once it is sold, we'll be able to kind of learn who they are, and we could contact them and say, hey, this is what's going on, or we could just give them a little time and see what they do. But yeah, we always have the option to go forward with the demolition. There's nothing that would prohibit us from doing that other than just trying to get it into different hands. So
I would be in favor of setting a time limit for that stay of demolition. If
30 days.
Yeah, or at least if they could notify us of any progress, yes, we're in the real process of selling it, not just.
we think we maybe have a buyer.
Yeah.
Well, they do have an attorney, so I can reach back out to him and just let him know that you guys are willing to give it 30 more days, but we'd like to know when closing is going to happen and any additional information that they can provide. And then you always have the ability to give a longer time later if that's what you want to do. So we can just kind of go from there, and I can let them know that you're willing to wait another 30 days.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right. I just need consensus then for that. So I'll reach out to that attorney.
Thank you.
And then the third thing I had was an agreement with Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition. The council voted in December to allocate funds for a trail project. And so Carol, I'm not sure if those have been paid yet or not. They have. Okay. In order to do that, we need to have an agreement with the nonprofit organization to allow us to have a clawback provision in case they don't spend the funds for whatever purpose, or, just to set the parameters that it's not going to go for salaries or anything like that, that it's actually going for the progress of a trail. And so that agreement is what you've got in front of you. Essentially, it sets out the parameters that they would have 5 years to make substantial progress on a trail. If they didn't do that, then we could recapture those funds, or we could give them another 5-year extension if they're making progress, that sort of thing. The funds would be, they're paid to Healthy Communities, and then the agreement also states that they can't use it on salaries or anything like that, but they can use it for actual construction of a trail or use it as a match for grant opportunities.
Does that grant opportunity have to be in consideration of trails, or can that be any addition?
It would just be for trails, for purposes of trails, yeah. And there is a committee that was set up to kind of spearhead the trails program that's working with Healthy Communities. And so that committee would kind of be working to try and further the progress. They do have a plan. I didn't think to send it to you all, but they presented that plan to the council, and the council determined that that was a good use of the funds. The trail goes from the lagoons all the way down to the Milky Way, and then connects to downtown. So it would be in Frankfort, and good for the residents of Frankfort.
And that was resolution 25-11 for that.
Yes. Yep. We did a resolution to allow them to donate the funds, and then we just need an agreement as well to make sure that they're used for the purposes we set forth.
Would any of you like a copy of that resolution? I can email that to you.
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
The council has budgeted for the last 3 or 4 years probably for trails, and have not used that in the past. And so they did not budget anything for next year, but they were wanting to make sure that those funds were, to good use. So this was a solution that we came up with, that we could still do this through Healthy Communities, and then knowing that after 5 years, if we need to, they can give us some money if it's not used.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept the agreement or approve the agreement between the City of Frankfort and Clinton County Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition for the use of the $25,000, the funds that would be consistent with resolution number 25-11.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, that's approved.
Okay. You want me to move on?
Yes, I think we're ready.
Next, we've got the bids for the CCMG. So the first one is from E&B Paving, Inc. And it looks like their total is $720,707.50.
720, 707, 50.
Correct.
Okay.
The next one is from Howard Companies. And it looks like their total is $882,437 even. The next one is from Rudig Paving and Maintenance. Rudig, R-U-D-I-G.
Okay, good.
And their total was $717,304 even. The next one was from Baumgartner and Company Asphalt Services. Their total was $958,000 even. The next one is from Grady Brothers, Inc. Their total was $927,725 even. The next one is from Reith Riley Construction Company, Inc. Their total was $740,125.50. And the last one was from Milestone. And their total was $886,900 even. So at this time, the Board of Works can either award a bid or we can take it under advisement and make sure that all of the bidding materials are in proper order. And Brian and I can work on a recommendation to the Board of Works as to which bids are complete and which one is the lowest responsive and responsible bidder.
Well, I make a motion that we not award the bid tonight and let the street commissioner and the city attorney look over these bids and then come to the next meeting or a near future meeting and give us their recommendation on which would work best for the city.
I'll second the motion.
Brian, when does this have to be turned in? Did you say, is there a deadline, right?
May.
Okay, so we're.
Yeah, we have
we're-
time.
Okay, I just want to make sure we didn't miss a deadline. Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay.
That's all I have.
That's it? Okay. Next, we have new business. So Carol, is that something?
We have the Ready
The Ready
Grant
Grant.
Pay
Okay.
app. As you know, we've been working with the developers at the Meadowbrook subdivision. They have been using Ready Grant funds from the state to help fund that project out there. And part of that process includes the city being the financial agent, so all money flows through us. We get reimbursed. We get the funds from the state, and then we pay the contractors. So this is just the application to start that process, and we work closely with the North Central Regional Planning Commission. I can never remember all of
can't
those,
either.
the letters in that acronym, to make sure that this gets done consistently and correctly. So we just need to bring that to you for approval.
That would be approving that to the contractor of F&K, is that correct?
Correct.
I'll make a motion that we accept the contractor's application for payment. That would be 2304-M3 for the use of Meadowbrook subdivision to F&K Construction Incorporated.
And I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Sheets.
Aye.
Greg Miller.
Aye.
Jim Skinner.
Aye.
Okay, you have approval for that.
Thank you.
Is that everything? Yeah, it's not even on both sides of the page tonight, is it?
We made a one-page meeting this time. Very rarely happens for this
Does
group.
anybody have anything? Is that here tonight? Okay,
I'll make the motion.
okay,
A second.
okay. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Everybody stay safe and warm. See ya. Thank you. See ya.
You working?
Ryan, get some rest.
Yeah. Good.
Get some rest.
You get it. Oh, yeah, you were off, weren't you? Good. Good. Nice.